Hey, what is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another live stream here on the channel. Today is Saturday, guys. We're just chilling. As you can see behind me, I'm absolutely furious about the new technology. I know they've done some rework, but I don't think this is exactly what players were asking for. So today in this live stream, I'm going to be, venting a little bit here, and I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts as well as to, this version of the KvK tech. If you guys wanted this, because I did not, and I know they can't please everyone, but at the same time it makes sense what I'm about to talk about in this CrystalTech. But more importantly than that, guys, we're hanging out today. There's nothing much happening in my KvK right now, so we're hanging out on the live stream just to catch up with you guys in the community. Earlier today, guys, I've dropped a video on the channel giving some feedbacks on, my thoughts in regards to, the Pioneer test here for the rest mode. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please go ahead and share some, share some love with that video so YouTube can push it out to more people, because I spent a lot of time thinking about it over the last 2 days, and I think I've given a good take on authentic take on what I think the situation is. So yeah, go ahead and share show that video some love, guys. I'll greatly appreciate it. Whilst we're waiting for some people to jump into the stream here, we see G2 Max is in the building. Yo, G2 Max, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. What's occurring? I don't think there's anything major going across KvKs. I think last couple of days we spectated 1109 with a bunch of different other kingdoms in their pass 4 into zone 5. So I think it's kind of quiet right now, which is kind of a good thing, so we can like hang out. Got KvK stuff happening here at 2:30. Am I late? Am I late, guys? Oh, we're just in time. Let's get BQ, not BQ, QSHO. S221219 is worth watching. Yep, for sure. I'll definitely check that out for sure. But as you can see here, we've got 2 things coming up. So, this is something that we can do on stream with you guys. Again, just to catch up and everything else. So we've got the Dark Fortress raid. I think it's the second time, if I'm not mistaken, that this event is actually in game, which is this event here, Dark Fortress raid. I think it's the second time we're seeing this event, right? Let me know if I'm misremembering, chat, but you can get some cool stuff from all this. So we've got that going. We also have the Karaku boss again, that's coming up in the next, I want to say 20 minutes. Okay, so we've got that to do as well. So yeah, if you don't mind, G2, I'll go ahead and complete these events, and then we can jump over and check out what's going on over in S21. How does that sound? By the way, G2, have you seen my video earlier? G2 said good, awesome, love to hear it. Definitely, thank you, man. Thank you for checking out the vid on the channel here. That definitely helps. Usually I tend not to create videos like those on the channel here, but I felt it was important for me to kind of give like my authentic kind of view on the current situation, because I don't think piloting is exactly the issue. I think Rise of Kingdoms realizes that, you know, we are, as players, as a community, are more of a danger to ourselves, and if we're a danger to ourselves, then that can impact the game. And they don't want this game to die, because they've done so much work over the last 7 years, you know, creating an environment where we all can thrive and stuff, you know. We can make friends, we can grow communities, and I don't think they want that to die. So yeah, we've seen many kingdoms in the past, kingdoms such as, you know, 1307, we see 1254, we saw recently 1960. Those kingdoms, you know, they're the OGs, right? And they died, man. So I think Lilith, you know, they're doing the right thing by trying to address current situation in the game, to therefore for us to remain healthy and keep going for another 7 years. Lagos says, hi grown, first time watching. Glad to have you. Thank you very much. If you do enjoy me live streaming on YouTube and you enjoy watching my content, consider subscribing as well. I want to see my shiny new alerts popping up, so yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe, man. Dropping a like on the stream also helps, because that will push this live stream out to the YouTube algorithm, right? And that will encourage more like-minded people like us to get together and have a good time, man. So yeah, consider doing that, guys. And Lagos, definitely good to have you on stream, and welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here as well. I'm getting ready, as I said here, to do the KvK boss, which is going to be in 20 minutes. And I think this is a really good time for us to be on stream here as well, so we can hang out and we can talk about anything, really. Good morning to you, Charger. Good morning, mate. How are you doing? Always KvK over in 1109. I did check it out. I think it was a couple of hours ago, and it wasn't looking too good for the water camp, if I'm being honest. But it's always an absolute pleasure having you on stream, Charger. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, a couple of things we're going to do. We're going to do the Dark Fortress. Guys, if I'm misremembering, the Dark Fortress is the second time we're seeing this event in game, right? It's the second time, to my knowledge, that we're seeing this event in game. Let me know if I'm wrong. And I think this is really good, because today, you know, we're catching up together kind of thing. Giving you an update of my actual KvK, King of All Britain. But I'm going to have a little bit of a rant, you know, my personal rant here in regards to CrystalTech, and you guys will see that in a second or two. Right, so here we are. Let's just get rid of some of these markers. They look absolutely horrendous, man. I hate the markers. Chat, the markers are great, but I don't like clutter, chat. and that's all they do. They create a lot of clutter. So we are in the King of All Britain KvK, as many of you would know who's watched my channel, been subscribed and been following the growth of the channel here lately. Our kingdom is here in East Anglia. Okay, number of different kingdoms over here. I think it's 5 or 6 kingdoms forming this one war camp, and we went up directly against Northumbria. Obviously they're being our frenemies, right? I like to call them frenemies because we don't have enemies here in Rise of Kingdoms, right? They're friends, and at the same time, you know, we've got a mutual understanding that we're fighting for the main prize here, all in good fun. Yeah, so our frenemies is here in Northumbria. We went up against them when our zone 4 pardon me, chat, when pass 4 opens into zone 5 into Lincoln, we managed to overcome the odds and basically push them out. Now after that comes zone 5, right? When pass 5's open into the other zone here, zone 6 I should say rather, and again that was a free zone for both of us. So we're now set up for pass 7, which is here. Now pass 7 is going to be on the 29th of this month, and I believe off the top of my head that's 15 UTC, 1530 UTC. However, in between the passes open there, we've been doing altar fights, and so far there's been 2. We lost both of those altar fights because they happen quite early, and our kingdom is in downtime when those happen. So yeah, GG's to our opponents, you know, for kicking our tails. You guys are awesome. Cheers for the fights. Now their allies are here in Mercia, should we say. I was going to say West Mercia. I'm not going to tell you the reason why I was going to say West Mercia, but I know the reason. I'm in England, guys, and West Mercia is actually a thing in England, but I'm not going to tell you why. So yeah, their allies are in Mercia here, and they went up against our allies in Wessex. Again, our allies did a fantastic job here, taking zone 5 when pass 4 opens. And again, same situation. We move into a safe. They move into a safe zone. So too their allies. I didn't keep up with what happens in the Altar of Darkness here, so I'm not sure if our allies actually won. But if somebody's here is watching and can let us know, then that'd be fantastic. So that is a complete overview of what's happening. We've got pass 7 coming up soon here on the channel. Before that, do we have any altar fights? So that's in a day. Yeah, so we got an altar fight here coming up in a day or so. Okay, and that's where things currently stand. Let's see what's happening with the chat here. Lost zone 5. Yeah, I honestly, Charger, you know, I watched the whole thing unfolded, and yeah, it's kind of a bummer that you guys lost, because that kind of like changes the outlook, if you know what I mean. Didn't see much activity from 1109 and their coalition in general. The numbers wasn't like 2 kingdoms versus 5. Or your choices on winning, or your chances on winning this KvK ground. So I think we stand a really good chance of winning, and the reason why I say so is based on the outcome from our allies here in Wessex. They were able to wrap up this zone pretty quickly. Now that could be because of a number of things, right? But when I was looking at what's happening over here in Gloucester, the fire camp over here, Mercia, they were putting up a really good fight in Gloucester against our allies in Wessex, and they managed to push them out rather quickly. Now, whether these guys backed off because of like resources, speed ups, and all that kind of stuff, activity, we will never know. So to answer your question, I think we stand a really good chance. Know that we're going to have our allies here, you know, ready by the pass 8s here. You know, they've got 2 pass 8s, so do we, so do our opponents. Everybody's got 2 pass, right? And they're going to be pretty much anchoring themselves to go towards here, trying to stop these guys, whilst my alliance here is going to be, as you can see, anchoring ourselves to go and stop these guys up here. So I think we stand a really good chance of winning this KvK, to be honest. And I'm just hoping that all the stars aligned and it will be a win for us. And we needed a win because last KvK we got 4 dropping when past 7 opens, and we never made it to Kingsland. So I'm really looking forward to a really good fight here in this King of All Britain KvK. Cheers for the thoughtful question there, G2. Okay, chat, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of the KvK tech, and the reason why I'm going to get back to this in a moment. The reason why I'm giving a quick overview here is because we've got a couple of things coming up shortly. We've got the Karaku boss here in, say, 10 minutes, followed by the Dark Fortress raid, which is going to be at 15 UTC. Okay, so I won't be able to touch on everything, but I'll give you an update as to why I'm going to be raging in a little bit, and hopefully you guys understand as well. Like I said, I'm not expecting Rise of Kingdoms to cater for every single player in the game, but I think there's certain things that they can do well or better, right? I think there's certain things they can improve. And one of those things being the KvK shop. You know, we haven't seen any kind of new cities theme or new stuff here, and maybe even do some of these as discounts as well, because they've been there so long, right? Discount all of these by 50% and stuff like that, right? So more players can basically have these things, right? So yeah, new city themes and stuff. You know, discount all the old stuff and put some new stuff in here. That's one of the things that I think, you know, could be happening. But CrystalTech, yeah, this is where I've got to on my CrystalTech after spending roughly about 220 quid, because I got all the pop-ups here that comes up for upgrading the mine to level 25. And then I got a couple of the scientific pioneers that pops up here when you upgrade certain things as well in the Crystal Research Center, right? On top of that, I got the Crystal Quest itself. You know, so I unlock this tier here, the basic treasure, and then wrong one, and the obvious one, the premium crystal supply. So all of that in total, you know, is just over 200 and something quid, right? So I would expect a little bit more from what we're getting, you know, more bang for our buck, if you like. And one of those stumbling blocks really is prerequisites and the things that you're gonna have to go back and invest into, things that you don't need. So here I am. I've got 3 infantry marches, chat. 3 infantry, 1 archer and 1 cav. Now I went into Quenchblade 1, Swift March in 1, Call to Arms, Cultural Exchange, and obviously Cutting Corners just to reduce crystal cost here and stuff, which are standard, yeah. Call to Arms 2 again, Cutting Corners 2, and then I continued into Quenchblades 2 here, Star Metal Shield, Swift Marching for Infantry 2, and then we come to one of the big prerequisite. Now, in order to get anything beyond this section upgraded, yeah, this needs to be unlocked, but it then takes you into special concoctions here. In order to max this, you need to go back and put more crystals into here, and this is where I've got the problem. if they want us to maximize crystals, and they claim that they've upgraded the crystal technology, which we've seen they've done something, right? Why not allow us to only unlock this at level 1? And if later in the KvK, the end of KvK, where the crystal doesn't matter because all the major passes are open, all the major fightings are done, Kingsland's done, you can go back and put stuff into here using up the crystals that you gain. So I'm going to stop it there and get your guys' thoughts. Do you think it makes sense with what I'm just saying here? Why force me into going here and put more points into this prerequisite larger camps? Now, I understand, chat, that you guys gonna probably say, you know, larger camps comes in well for like reinforcing cities and stuff like that. But shouldn't this be, you know, something that you can do like on your farm accounts? Or, you know, if you've got a big whale and they've got cities that are like next to a flag or a structure, something like that. So obviously they can then go in and do that, because, you know, us as free to play or, you know, low to mid spenders, we don't need this. This doesn't give any kind of, you know, advantage on the open field whatsoever. So do you think this should be only at level 1, and then later on we can go back and put more crystals into this if we want to? Shouldn't that be the way that Lilith operates? Over to you guys. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Once I get a few of your guys' thoughts, I'll move into the next section here and just talk about that a little bit more. But that's where we are, chat. You guys are seriously quiet over here. You guys are scaring me. Oh, unless you just love to listen to the sound of my voice ranting away, right, chat? Do you think I've made any kind of like good points in regards to what I just showed you in the first section of the tree there, chat? That's fair enough, G2, because you're only in season 2, and that's what I love about you know, season 2 of KvK, where everybody contributes to that war technology, right? Every single player contributes, and I think that's what we're missing here in the late game, and that's what's causing a lot of these issues that we're seeing in regards to, you know, the rest modes here and stuff. This, you know, that very same thing, KvK 2, you know, that very same thing is leading to what we're seeing in the end game here. If we aim more towards where the game is community focused, for example, all the war camps or all alliances in our war camp come together, as you know, to form a coalition, right? We form a coalition here in Season of Conquest, but yet still we've got individual tech. I don't love that, chat. And if the developers go back to that kind of thing, where instead of one person benefiting from what's happening in kingdoms and in different alliances, make it more so that if you're in a coalition, everybody benefits, right? And everybody contribute to the tech. I think that's what we're missing in Rise of Kingdoms. We're going away from community to more individual. KvK 2, there is only honor, exactly. So yeah, there you go. You know, and that's fair, because I think earlier stages in the game, you want to be focusing on teamwork and those little bits to get you those rewards. Now, rewards in itself is kind of like a double-ended sword, if you like, or it's one that creates a lot of like tension, because if you win, you know, in a KvK and you control the Zig, right, you know that there's a bunch of rewards that comes after it, like Artogs and stuff like that, right? And this in itself creates a lot of drama. But if we as a player, as a community who plays this game, kind of like say, you know what, we're here to take part, and we're here to be competitive, that sort of thing. If we lose, we lose not because we didn't turn up. We lose because the other kingdom was better. You see what I'm saying? So having something as an achievement, I think is good, but our mindset towards that achievement is where it's wrong. People believe that they need to win all the time, and you know, when you want to win everything, then all you're doing is basically saying to another player, or you know, someone else, look, you know, I want to take it all for myself. So yeah, having things that you're fighting for example, in the Ziggear as a reward, right, is great because it gives you something to aim for. But the more important thing is knowing that you turn up here for KvK and all your kingdom, all your coalition within your war camp, your allies, you gave it all, and you're like, okay, we lost, but we had a good time, man. We had a smashing time. I think that's more important than the rewards here. And Lilith has to put something inside here to give us as a reward to encourage us to fight, but our mindset is what's leading us astray. More rewards mean less spending. Yes, it's good for players, but not good for Lilith. And exactly, we're not meant to be focusing on Lilith here, mate. 100%, as a community of players who plays the game that they develop, our focus should never be on them. Our focus should be on community. Our focus should be on the friends that we made, or frenemies, all that kind of stuff, right? A reward system is there, but it doesn't mean that we need to be, you know, douchebags to each other in order to get these rewards. So our emphasis as players need to change, and our mindset. And if we can do that, man, we're winning at life, guys. We are winning at life for sure. Okay, wait for charge. Is this a 50k march? Where's my 50k? Here. So we're about to kick off this PvE event here, guys. And again, I want to say big shout out to everyone who subscribed to the channel, man. All the support, guys, is absolutely fantastic. And the easiest way you guys can continue to support the channel and support growth is just consider, you know, dropping a like on the videos, subscribing to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section. Those things definitely helps the YouTube algorithm, right? So if you haven't already subscribed, guys, and you're watching, consider doing so, please. Consider dropping a like on the video as well, so YouTube can push it out to more like-minded people like us. But really good feedback there, Charger, mate. More rewards means less spending, 100% sure. And yes, it's good for all players, but bad for Lilith. So yeah, don't focus on Lilith, just focus on us as a community. That's what we need to do, chat. Lilith already got to the point where they've got plenty, you know, sitting on in the bank, and they wouldn't be, you know, doing what they're doing if they're not making money. And besides spending, remember, there's other ways they generate income as well. Lilith is greedy. What's new? But you know, Evil, by the way, firstly, welcome to the stream, Evil. Lilith is greedy. What's new? Okay, I could see that's a rhetorical question, or an actual genuine question, or maybe you just making a statement, yeah? Well, I'm going to treat it as a question. Remember, you know, one thing that we all have in as players is choice, free will. Yeah, I touched on that in my video that I've made here early on the channel. So if you guys missed that, please go ahead and show that video some love. We talk about the piloting situation, and I kind of give my take on it, right? But free will. Remember, Lilith is not actually forcing anyone. Lilith is not putting a gun to our heads and say, guys, here's my game. You need to play this game. Here are bundles. You need to buy my bundles. You see what I mean? And if we can get that kind of like terminology in our heads and stuff, then we're winning, guys. We're beating Lilith at their own game. But right now we're feeding into them by saying, okay, we're going to spend on CrystalTech, and if nobody decides to fight like in the 1960 and 1093 KvK, then you know all the money that we spent go to waste. We as players need to take some kind of responsibility and decide what we do, when we do it, and that sort of thing. Oh my god, I can't. Why am I not hitting? Where's my bloody, what? Chat, you see that? What was going on here? Why wasn't I able to select my march? Oh my god, chat, I missed out on getting some goal heads here. That's absolutely insane. That's insane, chat. I don't need all these marches. I'm just gonna send them home. That's crazy. Did you guys see me trying to drag my march onto the ads here? Pura, welcome Pura. Who said ROK was free? From Pura? Exactly, mate. And if you talk about free, yeah, free can mean, is Rise of Kingdoms free in terms of spending or time? You know, the word free there, it can mean a lot of things, right? But we all decide whether or not something is free or it's not free. We make a choice based on what's in game and how we choose to interact with those different things, yeah? So yeah, exactly that, mate. Who said ROK was free? 100%, mate. The ROK yearbook is not the ROK of the past. You know, Evil, 100% again, I agree with that sentiment as well. But reality and past is two things, and they never intertwine sometimes, yeah? If you only look at life right now, you know, things in the past, it's you either advance into the future or you get left behind, yeah? So things have to change in order for, you know, society to evolve, right? And the game is no exception. The game has moved on. We've seen many big kingdoms rise and fall, right? We've seen 1307, huge kingdom. Dragotian was there. We've seen many content creators create content for Rise of Kingdoms. They're no longer here. You know, Gecko Gaming, Legend Ronnie. We've seen Dragotian. There's so many others, right? So that gives you an idea that nothing's ever going to remain the same. And therefore, we need to adapt to different circumstances and different situations. And yes, ROK of the past is not going to be the same because we've now seen 1960 disbanding. Who would have thought that would have happened, right? But yet, here we are. Is that the last one, chat? What did I get for a reward here, chat? I'm sure that was the last one, right? I missed out on one of the challenges, so I think that was the last one. All right, let's run this guy home. Coming up next, chat, in 25 minutes, it's going to be the Dark Fortress, which is awesome. Second time we're seeing this in Rise of Kingdoms. Pura says, I woke up. I have to check my farm. I have to do dailies. I have to do everything else to enjoy the game at the level I want. So Pura, let me ask you a question, yeah? So just before that, you said, no, you mean, you said I have free will in ROK. So don't you class that as free will? So all the things that you just said there, you woke up, you have to check your farms, have to do dailies, have to do everything else to enjoy the game at the level I want. So who's making you do all of those things? That's my question to you, Pura. Who's making you do all of those things? Let me jump into a rally here real quick, chat. Evil says, I got it worse. It got worse. The gap grows between but not rewards. The rewards for the grind is not rewarded. So this is what I'm talking about, and that's a really good point you make there, Evil. There's always going to be a disparity between the people who buy something, who use the real hard-earned cash. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. Let's say you've got your job, you're working and everything else, yeah? And you go somewhere and you see someone's put out there, they're selling, I don't know, something. But another person turns up with no money and they want the same thing that you want. Is it fair for that person to actually get it for free, but you have to pay for it? So that's my question to you. And Pura, when I asked you the question there earlier, I'm just saying, who make you do all those things? Did Lilith make you do those things, or did you do them because you choose to play the game and these are part of what's required to get rewarded? That's my question to you guys. So my answer to you, Evil, if you look at life in general right now as life is, right, there's always that disparity between the people who have something and the ones who don't have, right? The ones who spend and the ones who don't spend. And that's just what reality is, right? Should it be like that? That's another question. But that's the thing that we came to know over many different centuries, right? Many different thousands of years of evolution. That's what the game is. Now you talk about the rewards, right? The rewards are not worth the grind. But if Lilith has to be focused on things that are affecting the game, like now, piloting is a thing that's affecting the game, yeah? It takes away the time from Lilith to actually focus on, maybe look at the reward system, go back to the very beginning and talk about things like Alliance Shop and the credits. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm coming from here. So I'm not saying that you're wrong about what you're saying. I'm just trying to say, if they have to focus on new issues that develop over time, they can't go back and look at things like the Alliance Shop. They can't go back and look at, you know, ways to give us more rewards in, you know, for the grind, like Pura's mentioned there. They can't go back and update the shop because there's always new things popping up. You guys with me, yeah? Let me know your thoughts. You know, we're just hanging out, we're having a good time. No one is wrong in anything that they're saying. We're just voicing good, clean opinions here. So I'm leaving maybe 1 march inside of my city for that event that is coming up shortly. Let's get a march here. Can I get anybody inside? Yes, I can. Quickly, go. It is, in a sense, free will, but enjoyment from the game comes from fights at a high level, and being in a fun competitive community. If I don't play at the level anymore, I'd rather quit. And that's absolutely fine. Pura, you know, it is free will in a sense, as you said there. So it's straight up free will, right? Free will, because the starting point of free will is you deciding, okay, in 2018, Rise of Kingdoms released this game. And whether you discover the game through an ad, through a friend, or just on your own by chance, you then decided, okay, I'm going to play this game. Free will, straight up free will, yeah? Now, they also need to emphasize or express free will, because if we've got free will, they have free will as well. So the question is, are we the ones who's way too competitive? Just let that sit with you for a second. Are we the ones who are way too competitive and it kind of like takes away what the game was there to do? The game is a mentality. If you think about something, it's like the game was there created to get you away from your normal day-to-day job, you know, to get you away from all the noise on the street and just kind of like relax, let it all go, kind of unwind, right? So in all of those regards, if you're looking at the fundamental side of it, everything that we do in life is a choice. And yes, you want to be in a place where it's competitive and play, but the question becomes, at what cost? Competitiveness comes at what cost, guys? That's where we at. Does it mean that we need to be competitive to the point where we get no sleep, where we empty our bank accounts? Those are the things that we're talking about here. And if you remember earlier when I said, you know, because there's so many things popping up, Lidet cannot go back and revisit all the problems that they had from past. Poor also said, because every game I play, I try to be very competitive. Exactly, and that might be the problem. Us, you know, the biggest thing for any human being to do, the one single thing, there's many, but I'm gonna give you just one, because I can't give you all the different scenarios because we'll be here for like the next 4 millennia, right? But the singlest biggest thing with us as humanity is accepting something that we are the problem. Yeah, humanity is prone to not wanting to accept that we are the problem, guys. What if we didn't have this addictive personality? What if we didn't feel a need to be over competitive? Are we, you know, the ones that actually hurting ourselves? Those are the questions. It's not as fun otherwise. Well, when we get accustomed to things, yeah, if we get accustomed to something, then we adapt to that thing. We adapt ourselves to being in that same kind of like universe, right? Where we feel like we need to be competitive. But what if we weren't that competitive, where we kind of like allow casual the other things that are important? Because community is important in the game, right? Friendship, frenemies, all that kind of stuff. What if we weren't playing at the level where we're thinking, oh, we must win the Zig, we must smash our enemies and take all our what if that mindset wasn't the intention, and we just evolve in that sort of way? I'm looking for a group of barbs here, chat, to go and smash into, but they're so spaced out, man. They're like all over the place. Let me just catch up with everything that's going on here. This game blew up during COVID. Yep, true. Everyone had too much time. True. Yep. Preach, brother, preach. So far, you're preaching there. I don't agree with how the game is built fundamentally. Fair enough. Having everyone trying to keep up with its schedule, it's grueling for most. 100%, mate. 100%. But I'm gonna get back to that by saying, you know, again, is that the thing that we create ourselves? Because remember, they give us time when the pass is opening, right? Say for example, pass 4 is going to open today at 15 UTC, right? Just an example. They put the schedule in the game and they said, here guys, these are when the times are going to open for thing. Pass 4, based on the chronicles, is going to open today at 14 UTC. Now, does that mean that they're telling you you need to be there? Are they saying, Lilith, I'm talking about Rise of Kingdoms, did they actually say every single kingdom needs to turn up here or else I'm gonna freaking pull the plug on your game? Or are they saying to us, right? It opens here, but you choose what time you turn up to fight, because this whole thing lasts for a number of days. What are they saying? If, you know, are they the one forcing us to turn up for this pass opening? Are they forcing us to fight into zone 5? It lasts for a couple of days, right? So are we the ones that's turning up here because it opens up for, we're like, yeah, we want to get everything. We want to take it all from the other side so they don't get anything. And, you know, yeah, it's a good subject. It's a good debate to have. And it just emphasizes so much about humanity in general, mate. The game is a reflection of what we do in our normal lives, mate. 100%. Charger and just farm. There are no fun doing these things. Being competitive is fun, in my opinion, and it is, mate. It is being, you know, but there's a limit to how far things need to be. Not everything needs to be at a level where it drives people to lose sleep and to put themselves in death. That's what we're talking about. So you need to differentiate between being competitive. There's a limit, and when we're saying we're going past the limit, that's where, you know, things start to get imbalanced, right? But yeah, that's a good point, Charger. Pura says, well said, Charger. This is not Farmville. We compete to win or lose and fall off. I'll probably up into voice for a bit to debate this further. Yeah, Pura, jump into voice if you want, mate. 100%. You know, like I said, no one here is saying anything that isn't right, but we're just talking about the limit. If there is is there a limit that, you know, we should really stop at, and should we actually push that boundary? Because when you start to go past a certain limit, it throws off the balance, right? But yeah, I love to get that. I love to hear what you guys are saying, man. It's absolutely fascinating. Thank you. Yo, Pura, what's up, buddy? Pura, you okay?
Can you hear me?
I can indeed, yeah. Can you guys hear Pura in the chat there? Just a second, Pura, just to make sure that everybody can hear you and there's no feedback. Guys, did you hear Pura in the chat? Just give me a thumbs up.
I think I could hear myself.
Pardon?
I think I could hear myself, so it should be fine.
Yeah, there's no feedback or anything, yeah? No feedback loops and stuff. Low volume, says Evil. Let me pump that up. Give me a second, Pura. Let me just sort some stuff here. I still need to figure this out, Pura. Maybe you can help me out with this as well. Remember last time we talked about it? You giving me some help on Discord with the voice. Right now, I'm using my Alexa to get the volume come through, because I don't want to use the headset, right? But if I put the volume on,
Probably just in the Discord, like chat. Let me try and show you. Discord.
chat bear with me. Pura is in Discord. Is giving me some tips here, which I think is going to benefit us in the channel. So let me just.
Like in the VC.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to check. You right click on like my profile. Right click on yours in the voice chat. You can adjust the volume. So
for the particular user.
How high this is? Yeah.
Okay, so let me do that. Right now it's at maximum for yourself at 100%.
It's at 200.
100%.
The max is 200, so you can check it and see.
No, this is saying 100% for me. User volume 100. That's all. That's as far as it goes.
There must be a setting for this.
Oh, Evil said it's better now. Evil just come in and say it's better now. So I'm guessing you guys can hear Pura clearly. You can hear the music in the background still. Just checking out a few things with the chat here, Pura. Evil, can you let me know if the music is still playing and whether or not Pura is coming through clearly without any kind of like echo?
Yeah, I think it should be fine.
Awesome. Let's see. Let me see if I get a thumbs up from Evil. No music. Okay, so I need to put the music back on. See, this is the thing, because now if I put the music on there, Pura, I can't hear you because the music is overpowering. But maybe what I need to do is to reduce the volume on the music, right? But if I reduce the volume on the music, then I'm reducing your volume as well. You see the predicament I'm in?
Maybe you can work on that later.
We're just gonna roll with it. By the way, Evil, cheers. Pura has a bit of an echo indeed, but not much. See, this is the thing. My mic is picking up your speech, because remember it's set to pick up like certain decibels of noise, right?
You are using speakers, so I think that's why.
What do you think I can do to improve that, Pura?
I mean, since you're you're not using headphones, I guess that's why. So like when you speak, it opens
the noise gate,
and then my voice also comes to the noise gate. So it shouldn't be an issue for like most of the time, so far as we don't speak over each other.
Yeah. Let's see. What the hell has this thing started? Bloody hell! I almost missed out here, chat. We've got the Dark Fortress started, and I completely forget. Let's get into a rally here. So we got infantry rally. We've got an archer rally here. It looks like it's full. I'm just gonna get any troop in there, chat. Don't mind my selection. I'm just trying to get troops in. A cav rally. Let's go. Awesome. So yeah, we're doing the thing, chat. We're doing some PvE stuff here whilst we're just talking about, you know, what's happening in the game since of late. Pura's joined me in voice. Hopefully the echo is not as bad, and you guys can still hear the music and everything else.
This event was so difficult the last time it came around.
Yeah, true. I remember it being difficult for True, man.
I hope it's way easier now.
Yeah, but now that we managed to get like
maximum points you need to have.
Yeah, we managed to get like a hang of it now, right? So maybe.
Yeah, I think the first time no one knew what to do. Maybe.
Evil said you just need to keep the rally active with for maximum damage, just like anything in it, like with, you know, your normal KvK rallies, right, Evil?
The problem with this one is you need.
Oh my god, they actually kicked me out of the rally. Chad, you see that? Did they cancel the rally or something?
If you are too far, you will kick you out, because they need to send the rally. So it's better to teleport close.
What happens here, chat? Did they actually kick me from the rally? Is this a... Have I got troops in this one? Let's just join any rally, chat. Hold on, what's going on here? I've got no troops to reinforce. All my troops are in the rally. I've got no reinforcement. Hopefully other people is going to bring reinforcements as well, because we need that, right? Rip no rewards for ground. Poor, don't say that, man. Don't say that. I still need to figure out Discord, because I still need to make it optimum, because if I put the volume up, I'm risking your sound coming through. Have you got time, Pura, at some stage today to maybe try to help me to figure out? The reason why I'm saying that, right? I see it as other live streamers, like, for example, TSN, or, you know, anyone else. They've got people in Discord. They've got no headphones using, and they can hear just fine. Maybe it's where my speakers are, like, positioned, maybe.
See, everyone does use headphones, well, except maybe Cisco, I think, but he doesn't really have any voice with people, so
Yeah.
unless he's in KvK. But
Say something, Pura. Yeah, I can hear it. And go again. Yeah, it's still coming through ever so slightly, and it's at output at 100%. I think we got there in Pura. I think we got there. Can't hear Pura. Oh, I know why. I know why. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I know why. I know why. I think I've got this in Pura. I think I figured something out. Default, maybe. Evil was crying. Can't say poor again. Poor, say something for Evil to stop the evil clown crying. Getting silenced by growing GC. Gonna riot. Evil Poor just said something. Let me know if you can hear him. Jengar, welcome. I'm a noob. No, I'm the noob. I'm trying to figure out Discord and everything. Oh my god, I didn't do my chaining properly, chat. I probably, how many marches that it? Poor, say something for Discord, for the chat. So Evil, tell me now if you can hear Pura okay. Pura was the one talking just now. Nope. They're fine at the minute, they're fine. Taskbar set in system sounds. Yeah, I don't want to mess it up right now. So I'll probably just leave Discord for a bit. Unfortunately, I need to fix this so I can get people in Discord, because that just killed the stream as well. Obviously, people want to, you know, be here and know what's going on. You see what I mean, Pura? Yeah, so I'm gonna just leave the Discord thing for now. Unfortunately, I need to spend some time and get this one sorted. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump off Discord and just carry on with the stream instead of like messing up what's going on the stream. Yeah. Chat, my marches are getting absolutely beat up here in this rally. These mop icons, man, they're so annoying. Should I take out my chat? Should I take out Mulan from this rally and put somebody else in? I think that would make sense, right? Mulan is quite low right now. Yeah, that's very low. That's not doing nothing. Let somebody else get in the rally. You constantly need to refresh your marches for this event. Good to know, good to know. But why is this march not like getting any lower? What's going on? My voice just broke their chat. This march right here, my double C, is showing me that I got 330k march there, but I'm sure that's not the case, man. What is going on? 330k? No way that was 300. Is there like a reserve or something? Is there like a reserve capacity on these rallies? Oh, it's back up. Yeah. Oh, D, thank you very much, man. I was like, what is going on? Standby troops. Oh, there we go. So I'm in the standby troops here. D, thank you for spotting that, man. I completely, this is the second time this event has been in the game chat. So I remember being it in the first time, but I just don't remember how everything actually plays out. I think I'm going to get like an infantry march here, maybe. Yeah, let me get an infantry march over here. Infantry march. Let's run Magwan over here. By the way, D, welcome to the stream. Super glad you could join us. Obviously that's a name that I don't recognize, D. So are you new to the stream? Are you new to my channel? Evil said the more rally better. Okay, awesome. And I think generally we're doing okay right here, right now, chat. Right. We've got a quite a bit of like reinforcements here. I wish this thing would go away. This thing right here sucks. D says, yeah, YouTube recommended your latest video and I watch it and it's all about free will. 100%. I'm glad to hear it. Did you enjoy the video, by the way? And what are your thoughts? What was the thing that, you know, got you interested? Hopefully you watched for the entire duration. Let me send that into standby because I believe Maximus here is running infantry, right? Can I get another march over here? I'm gonna send another archer march here. Let's send an archer with my 8 of lead. D said, yeah, watch it. Summed it up very summed it up as everybody's entitled to their opinion, and no one is wrong. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm trying to portray. That, you know, even though the game is there, and you know, thank you for voicing exactly what, you know, I asked you a question, you gave me an honest answer there, so cheers for that, man. But yeah, I think what I'm trying to convey is, even though the game is here, I could choose right now not to play this game, and you know, whatever investment I've made is gone because I made that choice, right? And I think I just want to give like a really authentic kind of take on it, and hopefully the video kind of convey that. No, I could go into more details about the video, but yeah. Poor said gonna arrest our blade evil. I grabbed the nuts too. You crazy guy. Our blade is in the building. Yo, our blade, what's up, buddy? Iru's here as well. Iru, welcome, mate. Welcome, our blade. Welcome everybody to the chat. I kind of liked it with that video, no debate. Yeah. D, you're saying all the right things here, man. Oh dear, let's get these marches out. Oh, there's still 20k left in those marches. I think we're okay for now, chat. Think we can replace oh gosh, should we replace, who should we replace here? Yeah, let's replace this one with our A2 fled here. Let's get A2 in here. So yeah, D, appreciate it, man. Ero, good afternoon to you, mate. Yes, I'm doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well as well. And thank you for those really kind comments you dropped on the video earlier. I really like your comment about the roots and cutting the grass. I really love that. Ero, you're always you know, very intriguing with that comment. I love it, mate. We talk about nuts, blade pops. Oh, my guan died here. Chat, you see that? I wasn't paying attention and my guan died. Let's get guan back out on the field here. I wasn't paying attention, chat, and my guan died. I didn't reinforce the rally properly. 3474 count. Rip. Gonna leave the kingdom in 16 days. Still can't believe I got backstabbed like that. Oh gosh, R-Blade. You need to tell us the story, man. I need to make sure that my Discord is working properly and we can get R-Blade coming in and tell us what happened, how you got backstabbed in 37. If I remember correctly, 2525 is where, yes, Germania. I remember Germania as well. Germania. This is gonna be like the obvious thing here, but Germania, she was German as well. I'm not sure if Germania was in 25, you know. Oh yeah, they are a big group. Yeah, but I remember playing with Germania, but not inside this kingdom. I remember playing with Germania in Kingdom 1916 a couple of years back. Who have we got? We got infantry. So can we reinforce any infantry rally? Let's send that into there as a reserve, right? think we need some archers. That's an imp rally as well. That's a cav. Let's send some cavs out here. So chat, I'm actually doing the raid here, and I'm not even focusing or paying much attention to what's going on. So my marches are like really low health inside of the rally. You know, I'm gonna sound like a broken record now, chat, but because I know how important it is to grow this channel, I'm gonna ask you guys, you know, definitely look into earn your subscription. So if you're not already subscribed, man, consider dropping a subscription on the stream. Definitely supports the channel, and that's the easiest way you guys can help grow this community as well. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so. So Arbade, I had to cancel the live room just now. The reason being, Pura was there and we were getting some feedback on the stream, and I don't want to kill the stream like this. I want everybody to have a good time here on the stream today with me. So I need to figure that out, and I still haven't figured that out, the live room. Why am I getting some feedback? So I do apologize, my friend. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the piloting thing. Yeah, you know, I appreciate, obviously, in voice it's a lot better and easier to talk about the piloting situation, and I'm definitely going to work on making sure that the Discord voice is conducive to that. So I do apologize, man. I don't plan to talk about the zero thing until I leave, which is fair enough, because you know, you don't want to go say something and next minute you know that my Wallace has got quite a few. Next thing you know that, you know, everyone is looking to come zero your city, R-Blade. So I want to say, you know, thanks to everybody who's tuning into the live stream here. Glad you guys can join me for the stream. At the moment we're doing the Dark Fortress, which is the second time I've seen this event in Rise of Kingdoms, right? In a bit, I'm gonna take you guys through my KvK tech and stuff. Hold on. Dude, he died inside of the rally. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, this event is super crazy, man. It's complete. Yay! We did it, chat. We did it. MVP bonus +9. So is this the complete reward, chat? Is this what you get for being number one? 27 gems. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the reward system here, chat. So we've only made it to here, chat. We didn't made it to the top. What the what? So we had one more level to go, right, to make it here, and we didn't make it. So individual, hey, I got one commander sculptures, yay. Are you guys doing this event in your kingdoms as well? If you have the fame, why not profit? Just trolling. Oh, you're trolling R-Blade there. This event looks useless. I don't know. I think it's okay, right? Just for an event that you can do as a group together, I think it's pretty good, man. But there's obviously some stuff that we need to work out here as a kingdom, how to get the top rewards here. Because individual reward... Actually, let me look at some stuff here. Oh, to play this event. This event is divided into 3 stages. Stage 1 is your alliance can earn raid coins, which we know. Stage 2 is your alliance leader or title officer can select the location where the raid. Yeah, we know that. Stage 3, create raid, rallies the Dark Fortress you summon. rewards. This is what I'm looking for. You can earn personal and alliance reward from the event. Personal rewards are based on how much damage you personally dealt during the raid. Alliance reward are based on how much damage your alliance. So hold on, you're saying that to get personal reward I was meant to be attacking these things here, chat? I hear you, Max. This event looks useless. I think it's a fun event, but chat, based on the individual rewards here, it's saying rewards you can earn personal and alliance rewards, so you can earn two. I'm guessing the alliance reward is me taking part in the rallies, right? But the personal rewards, are they saying that we should be hitting these things whilst the rally is taking place? There's a cooldown as well. Oh, it will disappear at the end of the cooldown. Wow. So it looks like the you can earn rewards by hitting these as well whilst the rally is happening. There's still a lot we need to, as a kingdom, we need to learn about this. Jengar said no, you get points by joining rallies. This is a confusing part, Jengar. I hear you. But this section here, the reward section, it says you can earn personal and alliance reward from this event. Personal rewards can be based on how much damage you personally deal during the raid. So this to me is saying that you need to be hitting something like those structures in order to get damage onto the structure to get your reward. Okay, so it's broken down into two. Either you join a rally or you just go and smash your troops against the building. I think that's what Jengar is saying there. I'll go through that in my own time, but yeah, these are going to disappear in a couple of seconds here, chat. Right, another thing, I touched on this earlier, chat, where I was talking about the KvK technologies here. Earlier in the stream, I talked about the prerequisite here for larger camps. So I don't know if you guys were here when I talked about that, but if you did miss that section, I'm just saying that the prerequisite here, so this is where I left off, and I'm going to pick up back. I'm going to pick up from here. So larger camp is a prerequisite, yeah, and I don't think as a fighting on your main account, that is one of the prerequisite that you need to complete to level 5. I think once we get 1 point into here to unlock it, that should be it, and then we can go back later on if once the major fighting is done to put more points into here. So before you max special concoctions, you have to go back here and do stuff here as well, which I think is like a waste of crystals. Now moving on, again, emergency support, that's already maxed for me. Here I'm on the health for infantry, archers and cavs, yeah, obviously not using siege. I did swift marching for infantry, but I left it for archers because my armaments for my one archer march is quite fast enough. And again, I don't need the march speed for cavs because cavs are fast, right? But here we come to special concoctions 2, which is another prerequisite. And in order to move on from here, you need to put a bunch of points in it. So why couldn't Lilith make this to be just as soon as you open it, you can go on and put points into other things instead of having to max it out to a certain level? And that's where I'm having the gripe with in terms of the prerequisite, yeah? Okay, so now I've unlocked special concoctions 2 here. I'm now in the infantry, basically the damage mitigation and the damage dealt. Now I've got to upgrade star metal shields for cavs. That's the first one. And star metal axle for bloody siege. why do I need to do these things? If I'm not using those troop types, does it make sense for every one of us to be in this position where we need to put crystals into those things? So I know Lilith have updated this tech many times over, and us as players think that we're getting a good deal. But if you think about it on the surface, we're not getting a good deal here. Because no, I've got to get mounted combat tourniquets technique, sorry, number 2, which is the march speed for Cavs. I've got to get this upgraded to level 5 before I can actually put stuff into what I actually need. I don't need march speed for Cav. So why should I have to do this stuff? And if I didn't do mounted combat 1 here, I still had to come back and do it. F2P investment on 1 troop type. Wales invest on all. So hold on. So you're saying that as an F2P player, let's say you run 2 infantry, yeah? Are you just going to invest in infantry all the way? But when you get to here, you still would need to go back and invest into another troop type, mate. So I don't think I'm understanding what you're saying there, Evil. Regardless of investing in 1 troop type, you still need to go back and do other things. So even if I were to do all infantry stuff here, mate, even if I was supposed to do all infantry, I would still need to come back and do something into improved bows, star metal shield, mounted combat. So it makes no sense. There's no 1 troop type in the tech. F2P will never get to that point. Well, if you're grinding, if you're grinding, you know, you're doing a lot of like bob chaining and stuff, I think you can definitely get there. Because next KvK, I'll be doing a free-to-play tech just to see what's it like. Just to give you guys, you know, my thoughts and opinions on an F2P and whether or not it's even viable in the first place. But the point I'm making here, you can't do 1 troop type because you still need to come back after you get to a certain point, like I am right now, in order to go anywhere. Even the health right here, if I was supposed to go to, you know, before, you guys didn't see this, but I had to go back and put stuff into Cav health here, which I'm not complaining about the health stuff. For me to get more defense into Cav right here, I've got to go back and do march speed. Like my auntie says, just drop gold chest. GC in a GC makes everything better. Oh yeah, so this is my one gripe chat with the CrystalTech. They've done some cool things, but the prerequisites, I think as soon as we unlock the prerequisite, they should allow us to then carry on doing the stuff that we want to do with our crystals. And you know, if later we want to go back and put more points into like these prerequisite call to arms, larger camps and other things, you know, special concoctions, then we can go ahead and do that. D says, yeah, I like the new tech. Yeah, I would like the new tech more linear. Yeah, linear progression. That's exactly what I'm talking about as well. So yeah, you don't need to go back and revisit stuff. For example, to get this to level 10, I have to come back here and do swift marching to get to level 10 as well, before I could do this to level 10. You see, here is a good example. This, in order to get Cav attack to level 5, I need to do march speed. I think you guys get the message I'm trying to pass down here, and I think D sums it up quite well. The new tech is good, but the progression should just be more linear. Not going back to everything. Exactly. Well said, D. Thank you for summing that up, man. Dark Princess. Welcome to the stream, Dark Princess. Exactly. They should not make us have to do Siege on March. And this is what I'm advocating here for on the channel. I know we can't please every single person who plays Rise of Kingdoms. But when this new tech came out, right? Many of us in the community believe it was a good tech. And I'm not saying it's bad compared to what we had before. It's leaps and bounds above what we had before. But these things, you know, why should I go and invest into march speed for cavalry when march speed and cavs is bad? Why should I go and do that? I don't need it, and I can't progress any further. I can't do mounted combat 2 here because I need to get march speed. You guys see where I'm getting at? This sucks. Jengar said the new tech is good if it wasn't bad. Exactly. Cavs has enough march speed, Dark Princess. I don't need why I need to be able to upgrade this. I need the cav attack. But I can't get past it until I do gosh darn march speed, which is gonna take me a bunch of crystals to do. Now after that I can't go past. I don't want to do this, so I should be able to skip this stuff here. Yeah, this is march speed again. I don't want to do march speed. I know that's holding up all my progression, chat, because I can't get more points into these things unless I go ahead and waste my crystals. And this is where we're at, chat. I'm a little bit disappointed with the CrystalTech. The march speed and cav affects the field because it flies while your infantryers and archer struggle to catch up. Exactly. That is exactly the point. And I think Lilith actually knows this. They know it, and I think they forced us into this direction for making themselves a bit more money, because all of this stuff here requires us to have more crystals to pump into these stuff here in order for you to progress further in the tree. So 2 points into these things is not going to be any good for me. 1% damage mitigation and 1% all damage is no good for me. They want us to strategize. Well, there's a fine line between all of that kind of stuff. I mean, it's either I'm going to go with no tech, or I'm going to go with, like, you know, subpar tech. And right now, I'm feeling like next KvK, I'm just going to, whatever you know, I get as free to play, that's what I'm going to be working with. I'm never going to spend money on tech because I'm not getting to do what I want. There's no linear progress here. I need to be able to move past things if I don't want it. If you're talking about strategizing, yeah, if that's what they want us to strategize, great, right? Well, this is not part of my strategy, right? This isn't part of my strategy, so allow me to get past this thing. You feel me, guys? If that's what they want us to do, to be, oh, we want you to strategize, great, okay, all right, I want to strategize. This is not part of my strategy, so why are you forcing me to go down this route? It is linear max all. Evil, I've only got like 2 million crystals here, man. I literally got like 2 million crystals, Evil. I definitely can't max all. I'd love to do that and just forget about it, but that's not the reality, Evil. The reality is I need my crystals to do other things. Drop a go GC. You will have No chance. So even Mountain Warfare, I haven't purchased any of the Conqueror's Will stuff here or the Mountain Warfare. None of those. Right now we only got the Conqueror's Will, right? But yeah, I haven't done any of these. I just did the pop-ups and Scientific Pioneer. I do have a little bit of crystals here, but these are just like placeholders because I need to satisfy my OCD to remove this gap. This gap is absolutely driving me bonkers, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to move like 4 things, chat, to have like a level line here. So that's why I left these free crystals unused. Okay, chat. So what else have I got going on in this KvK? We've done our lion stuff. There's no ruins there, so why is this marker still there? There's no rune. There's no rune there, guys. Remove that marker. Ooh, 10% attack. Well, I got troops to heal. Let me grab myself some attack here, chat. Is there any thing happening across? Any fights happening anywhere, chat? Oh, Max mentioned there's something going on in KvK too, right? Let me just get one of my troops into some gathering nodes here, chat, and then we go check out Max's KvK, and we can carry on the conversation. I need a food node here, chat. Looking for a level 9 food node for a friend, chat. Where are all those level 9s? Could jump into a level 8, but I just want a level 9 because it takes longer, yeah? Giving me more time to do stuff, right, chat? Have you guys seen any level 9s? Am I blind? What the what? Why is there no level 9s around here? Lilith, we need more level 9 nodes inside zone 5. Or is it zone 6? Whichever. We just need more level 9. Period. Full stop. Where's the level 9s? I'm like 85k away and I can't find the bloody level 9 food node. Am I being greedy, chat? Should I just go for a level 8? Right, screw it. 8 it is. Never settle for less, you deserve better. Oh, Jenga, you're so funny, man. You're absolutely as funny AF. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, Jengar. Alright, so we've covered by the way, chat, I'm like in level rank 53 here. I've never finished in this league before, which is absolutely crazy. So I hope by the end of this KvK I can finish in this league, even, you know, not for the reward, just for the fact that I've never done it before. I've always like finishing outside of the top 100. So that must means that my marches are doing well. In own gang as well, we're not doing too badly as well. And this is kind of crazy. But whenever you create an home gang team, yeah, and you set up like your lineup and you send out an invite, you get players who like really low power joining your team, and I feel bad kicking these guys out of my team, so I just left it. As you can see, my power is a lot higher than these guys, and I didn't want to kick these guys. Let me ask you this, chat: if you create a team in home gang in the King of All Britain KvK and you get like low power players joining your team, would you kick them? That's the question I'm asking you guys. Let me know in the chat. Let me drop a poll. Actually, I want to know if you guys would have kicked these players. So there we go, chat. There's a poll up. Let me know if I should have kicked these guys. So for those of you who are not aware, in the King of All Britain KvK, you've got Home Gang, which is a team thing. And the reason why you want to take part in this is because you need these coins, yeah? You need the stratagem points to get the coins so you can buy your different stratagems and stuff. So that's partly why you need a good team. Same answer, never settle for less. Oh my god, Jengar, you're so funny, man. Honestly, and again, you're not wrong, man. I should maybe I'm too nice, chat. Is that the thing, chat? Am I too nice? So the more, you know, each based on the daily ranking and stuff, you know, if you're in the top flight here, you get like decent amount of coins per day. Currently, where's my rank? So we're 18th right now, so we're not doing too terribly, chat, but yeah. So currently, what stratagems am I running? I've not yet bought any new stratagems. The reason being, we're still waiting for past 7, so there's plenty of time for me to get more stratagems. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go for yet, because all of these to me are like meh. I might get this one here. Where is it? I might get the artifact here, because I might switch somebody in my infantry lineup. So the artifact is the only thing I probably go for. But as you know, as the KvK progresses here and the past 7 open, which is on the 29th, that's when I'm gonna do a little bit more preparation. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here, chat. I want to get more points into here, into all the damage mitigation and the all damage stuff here against a particular troop type. Should I go ahead and do the nah, I don't want to do March speed, man. It's just make no sense to do March speed, so I'm stuck, chat. I am stuck. Max, what was that? Only 2 votes in there. Kick. Everybody's saying kick. Max, what was that thingy again? What was the chords for that KvK that you want me to go spectate? I think it's this one, right? So chat, we're going to go and check this KvK 2. You know, for our friend Max here. I know it's not the type of KvKs that you guys are used to, but it's good to to go back and revisit the nostalgia days, right? When you're running Saladin, Sun Tzu, Kusunoki, and all that kind of crazy stuff on the field. Can you guys remember these days? Running marches like this? Is there no camp system here? Oh dear. It's so weird, chat. I'm looking here to see if there's any camps, but there's only kingdom numbers. So I'm like, what? This is super weird, chat. How many guys here? Anyone here who's in KvK 2 right now? Apart from Max, is there anybody else? There should be a KvK wherein you can use only epic commanders. Yeah, that would be fun for sure. I would play that KvK. And it changes up things, right? It makes it so different, isn't it? That's a really good idea. It's a good idea. It's a really, really good idea, honestly. It changes our overall perspective and whether or not, you know, people think they need to use all the latest and greatest commanders all the time, and, you know, even putting yourself out of the way just to go max those commanders. Good idea, man. And I think it would be fun for true. Oh, look at this. Charles Martel in the flag, guys. The OG Charles Martel. Is that Constantine second? Oh my god, these commanders are giving me like PTSD, man. What kingdom is this? What kingdom number? 3815. Let's get the view from 3815. Which is kind of wild. D says vanilla rum KvK. Yes, indeed. This is going all the way back to our roots, man. Charger says yes, easier for F2P as well. Good idea, Jengar. 100%, man. F2Ps will be like, but then again, when it comes to the tech, you know, if they're going to use epic commanders, then it needs to be like a tech where in KvK 1, where which KvK is it everybody contribute to, like the alliance technology? Is that only light versus darkness? It needs to be something like that where everybody contributes, so you know you can have the tech as well. Make it nice and even. Well, there's 4 people voted in that, and it's all tied at 50-50, saying yes, I should have kicked those players. Dude, I'm just too kind. I'm too soft. I don't have the balls to do that kind of thing. I remember when I was low power as well, so I just feel like if I was gonna kick those people, they're gonna feel bad about it, and I'm just putting myself in the same position. If I were to be a part of a team that kicked me as well, yeah, there's a feel bad factor, so I just try to be civil. GG, rally got cancelled, chat. D says KvK 1 as that too. Only KvK 2 of nothing. Okay, so I see KvK 1 and has it. KvK 2 has nothing. So is KvK 2 running on like individual technology? Is that what you're saying there, D? So KvK 2 has no tech whatsoever. Yes, it is true. Back in the roots, KvK. Oh my gosh, this is definitely like grassroots as well. Crazy. So why would anyone want to play like KvK 2 then? So what's the big incentive to play KvK 2? Maybe Max, you can let me know here. So you're in this KvK. What's the main incentive to play this KvK? To play this format of KvK, right? What's the main incentive here? Yasmin said there is no KvK taken in 1, 2, 3, only SOC. Ooh, interesting. Thank you for chiming in there, Yasmin. Did you go through all of KvK 1 through to Season of Conquest, or are you in KvK 1 through to 3 currently? So this was my my thoughts, chat. I thought, because I can't remember playing KvK 1. I remember playing Light versus Darkness in Kingdom 2 way back in the day. So in 2019, I think it was 2019 to 2020. Those were the only KvKs I can remember in like Light versus Darkness. So I always add this like thing that KvK 1 through to 3, there is like this, you know, kingdom technology, just like you've got in Light versus Darkness, but I guess I'm wrong. So why would anyone want to play KvK 2 then if there's nothing like those kind of things? Is it just to use these commanders and just to understand the game? Is that the main thing here? And again, you know, shout out to Yasmin for chiming in there and giving us some feedback. You're actually educating me, so I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, mate. Reason why people go back to KvK 2 is for farming KPs from new players. Oh my god, that just sounds really gross, man. So you're saying that, you know, people like to bully other people and they get really joy and pleasure from bullying someone? Alloys, welcome to the stream, Alloys. Thank you for being here, my friend. And thanks to everybody who's tuned into the stream today and, you know, taking part. You guys are just amazing. Thank you all. But like I said, the easiest way, guys, you can support the channel is just subscribing. It's free to you, but it's going to mean the world to the channel growth. And, you know, if you're dropping a like on the stream as well, YouTube is going to push this out to more like-minded individuals so we can have better streams. We can hit our subscribers targets, and we can have some cool stuff on the channel. So please consider subscribing. Please consider dropping a like on the streams. And yeah, come in and share your interaction with us is more than welcome. Allies, how is it going? How is it going, my friend? So chat, I'm just going to be joining a few rallies whilst I'm here spectating and chatting with you guys. GG. So today was meant to be kind of like a quick stream just to, you know, Max was hounding me in chat to say I should, you know, spectate their KvK. And by the way, I want to say shout out to Evil for this really good, you know, thoughtful bit of information here shared on the old piloting situation. So yeah, shout out to you, Evil. But Max has been hounding me to go and watch this one here, so we're showing our friend Max some love here. Share with us. I think this is, what is this? A rally? No, it's not a rally. This is just like a normal march, right? No, it's a rally, right? 607k remaining. There has to be a rally. This one too is another rally. I don't know. I can't tell if these are rally or not, chat. Oh, so send the Kraken job 12 million power on one flag. So it looks like this player was just swarming down the flag with all his marches. That's the reason why you're getting like these remaining stuff. Yeah. No, I'm looking at the chat here. I'm realizing that for sure, allies, yep. Yasmin says, yeah, those looks like flags. Cheers for that, man. Yeah, I've just realized based on the narrative that Max was saying here, that is a certified Kraken there. As soon as we can drop more than 10 million power in a flag, you're certified. So yeah, I just wanted to show some love to Max, one of our subscribers here on the channel. So that's why we're checking out this KvK and kind of like chilling. Is there anything happening in Season of Conquest, guys? Any other KvKs happening? Any other fighting going on anywhere else? Why are all these things like the heat maps are here, but there's no actual fighting? Yeah, it kind of feels just weird. I'll be honest, chat. Yeah, because I've been in Season of Conquest for such a long time. Like I said, I don't remember playing KvK 1 through to KvK 3, but I remember playing Light versus Darkness in Kingdom 2, and then it was into Season of Conquest for me, so I don't remember this early game stuff. And just being in Season of Conquest now, where you've got all of these powerful commanders, right? It just feels super weird watching, like, you know, you've got your QSH and your Zhuge Liang, you've got your Joan, Nevsky, you know, obviously other meta commanders are there, but I'm just talking about the commanders that I use. And to watch these guys right now rolling out on the field with Saladin, with A2 Fled, with, you know, Richard, and you can see all the portrait there. It's just weird, chat. It feels super weird. Do you guys think it feels weird as well? Like watching a stream where you're seeing these commanders as opposed to like the Season of Conquest ones? Or do you guys don't mind whether or not it's Season of Conquest commanders or not? You know, Charles YSG is just crazy. Saladin YSG. Wow. Bert. 28 million power. Oh my god. This is such a throwback, man. Being this low power as well. Chat, are you okay? Is there anything else happening across the entire Rise of Kingdoms community? There's some... What's this? King of all Britain? What's going on here? What's happening here? Why are we getting like stuff happening? Are people trying to like push out of Zone 4? Is that a thing? Or is it just Altar of Darkness stuff? Oh, seems like we got some action here, chat, in SOC. So these guys are trying to push out of this pass here. I don't think it's gonna happen, so we shall check it out. Let's go with Mercia. So from what I can see, they got blocked in here and they're trying to push out. For a moment there, I thought this was my kingdom KvK. I was like, what? Oh my god. For a moment there, chat, I was looking at this thinking, okay, is this my kingdom? Because in my KvK Wessex, they use the same kind of yellow as well. So they build the flag here. No, they just have the pass. They look like the flag got burnt. No, they're not looking serious, chat, like they want to come out, right? They're not looking very intimidating right now. I think these guys stopped them in the tracks, yeah? Euro says, I remember after KvK 1, all the high power migrants came in, and we all had to get like to City House 25 to stay in the alliance. Seems gunny looking back now. Seems funny looking back now. Okay, I get you. Yeah, dude. I mean, you know, when you see players like Yasmin said there, you know, players migrate back to like those low KvK, like KvK 2s and stuff, just to bully people. I think that's just gross, man. You couldn't hack it in Season of Conquest, so you have to go and find someone that you can throw your weight around on. That's just wrong. And again, you know, enforcing your will, making sure that people are like, oh yeah, you need to be CH25 to stay in the alliance, otherwise blah blah blah. This is just stupid what these guys are doing here, right, as well. This is just waste of troops right here. He cancelled the rally and everybody's just gonna snack on these guys right now. Yum 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 yum. That was back when there was no limit on migration back in KvK 2, so loads of people did it. Aha. But no, there's all of that obviously stopped right now, because if that was allowed to continue, the game would just deteriorate, right? All the new players will just disappear. So doesn't look very serious as to what these guys are trying to do. They're showing some intent, but there's not enough people there to even do anything. And besides, what are you going to do? The zone is already wrapped up, right? Zone's already wrapped up. All these, it's not like they can take him. Bubbles for another day, so it's a little bit crazy. Maybe they just want to have a little bit of fun over there. What else is happening, chat? No way. Look at the amount of kingdoms here, chat. What is this, man? Hold on. Let's see if I can count all these kingdoms in this KvK chat. Let me try. I don't have enough fingers and toes to go around, so but I'm gonna try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What the hell? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Did I get that right? Is it 29 kingdoms here? That's crazy, man. Why is there so many kingdoms in one KvK map? Era says, but all worked out okay in the end. And I'm still with some people who migrated back to our kingdom from KvK 2. Well, glad it works out for you, for yourself, your roommate. Hopefully it did the same for other kingdoms who went through that same kind of like, you know, drama there as well. But not everybody lives to tell the good side of what happened, right? 24 days. Is this Kingsland? Nope, not Kingsland. So Kingsland is not far for these guys, but what we're seeing right now is just like a little bit of activity just to get some KP or feeding. Nothing too crazy here as well. So we thought it was so unfair. Yeah, chat, nothing's happening across the Rise of Kingdoms community today, unfortunately. So I'm going to carry on doing some chaining here. I hope you guys don't mind. Thank you guys for tuning in anyway and sticking around with the stream. Well, I'm sure you guys don't want to see me carry on chaining barbs here. So what I'm going to do, chat, because I think we covered what we wanted to do here. We had the Dark Fortress raid, which was pretty cool. You guys get to see we do some PvE stuff. We did get some rewards from that, but I didn't actually see what I got for the rewards, right? So this is the individual rewards here. No, that was the Alliance reward stuff. Individual stuff, we did actually get a gold head and some transmutation stone, which is pretty nice. Cool. You have been removed from the rally. This was the KvK. So we got ourselves 2 gold heads there. We got a lump of coal over here. Nice. We got another one. And we got another lump of coal. And we missed out on one as well. So yeah, all GG's, man. Think we done the thing that we set out to do. I showed you guys around my KvK tech. I had a little rant about what I need to do next because I'm stuck, chat. I'm really stuck. I can't advance any further because I need to do these crazy stuff here, which is going to waste all my crystals. So I'm literally stuck right here, chat, and I can't get anything else into Surprise Strike until I do leadership. And again, that sucks. I'm not a rally lead. I don't want to do leadership. Yeah. What do you guys think I should do, chat? Based on where I'm at right now with my tech, what do you guys think I should do? What I don't want to do is to get march speed into cavalry, and that's where everything hinges on. Do you guys think I should just bite the bullet and go for it so I can move on? What are your guys' thoughts? Jengar said, what would I do now if y'all stop stream? The reason why I was considered stopping the stream, Jengar, it's kind of like, you know, to do a live stream which I'm like 2 hours in. I know it's cool to like sit down and hang out with like limited amount of people watching the stream, but if you think about it, you sat here for 2 hours and you only get like 73 views on the stream. It doesn't really give you that motivation to carry on, because at the end of the day, you know, there's other things I could be doing around the house and stuff like that, so I might as well just stop the stream and go get those done, and then potentially fire up another stream later, because people are not going to be watching like the stream 2 hours long after it ended. Chargers say, yeah, better to get some more mod speed than nothing. You can't have crystals sitting there. Yeah, I get the Charger. What do you guys think? The rest of you guys, we got 10 people watching the stream, by the way, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream enough to drop in a like on it. And if you are, you know, you can support the channel by going ahead and dropping a subscription to the channel. Definitely helps out, and it's the easiest way you guys can support the stream. Chat, what do the rest of you guys think? Should I just go ahead and put crystals into things that I don't want to put crystals in? It will probably be best to just go back and work on the health and defense buff. So I can do the defense, I can do the health, sorry. So I can do the Cav stuff here, the health for Cav. But one of the reasons why I didn't go further into the Cav health, yeah, as you guys are aware, Cav, their equipment is completely, you know, really tanky. So if I look at my Cav set here, I'm rocking like, what am I looking at? I'm rocking like 41% health already, right? Just from equipment. And if I look at my armaments here, I've got 6.6% there. And actually 6.6% in health. I think I might just go ahead and max that out. I thought I had more health on my gear, on my armaments rather. So that one I can definitely do. I can get this to level 10. But the defense, I can't get any more into the defense here for Cavs until I do mounted combat 2 here. So that's where my problem comes in. I can't do more defense because they're forcing me to get march speed, and I can't do attack. Okay, chat. So yeah, like I said, you know, it's always kind of cool to just hang out on stream with you guys. We touched on all the things that we were going to touch on earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't get to get our blade and Poor's take on the rest period stuff that's going on and piloting at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and work on Discord, making sure that the Discord is set up. I need to get in touch with Poor actually to do that. So yeah, cheers for hanging out with me on stream today, guys. Like I said, 2-hour stream. Not many people is gonna go back and check out the stream, and there's only like 76 views. So YouTube is not gonna be pushing this out to the ROK community. So this is gonna be a fail stream, guys. So yeah. Until next stream, guys, thank you all so much for joining me. This means more than the stream, obviously, but I'm gonna go away and get some stuff done, and I'll come back. D, I appreciate you being here for the first time, and anyone else who's joining the stream for the first time. I think D was one. Also, I'm just scrolling through here. If I remember rightly, there is someone else. Logos. So yeah, appreciate you, all of you guys, for tuning into the stream. Hopefully there's some more cool stuff happening across the Rise of Kingdom community, and if there is, guys, I'll definitely fire up a stream and come and hang out with you. But for now, I'm gonna go away and get some other things done around the house, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. So thank you all for being here, and I'll see you on the next stream, chat. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.